Hello and welcome to the Amala Network podcast, episode 7. I'm your host, Anthony.
John,
I'm Taylor.
not Harden.
Um, Velo.
Terrence the Cave Monster. Welcome,
Okay, yeah,
welcome,
yeah.
Terrence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome, Taylor. And we have Patrick and Cody
Yeah.
because they don't want to say anything. Cody, what's going on?
Hello, denizens of SMT. It's Patrick, the robot overlord here.
Okay, yes, and today we're
Oh,
coming at you.
Wait. Before we go into that, Cody, did you see that Alabama USC massacre the other
Hell
night?
yeah.
Roll Tide.
We're keeping this in, okay?
Alright, fuck it. Let's go.
We're keeping this in the podcast. And today we're going to be talking about Tokusatsu in SMT and why you guys should care about Tokusatsu in general. And
TLDR,
yes,
watch Kamen Rider, you fucks.
TLDR watch Garo. TLDR watch Super Sentai if you're a
TLDR
Persona.
Ultraman,
watch,
Space Chef Gavon,
Maximum Bravo.
especially-
Gogeta, Spider-Man.
Yes,
Spider-Man.
all that Tokusatsu goodness.
Japanese
I
Spider-Man.
highly recommend you give it a watch. It's pretty good. It's part of Japanese media. Not only anime is, the one thing that Japan is known for, but Tokusatsu is another thing that Japan is known for. And yeah, if you're familiar with Power Rangers, you should already know that everything, all the scenes from Power Rangers, the fight scenes and everything are actually just used from the Sentai variants in Japan. So
Go,
there's
Power
something worth noting.
Rangers.
Yeah, so before we get into the main topic, I would like to talk about a few things, such as Persona 5 news. There's a lot of it coming out, you know. Well, for people who are trying to avoid spoilers, this is really, really, really horrible, as Persona Central is the main site for anything Persona related. They leak literally, or not really leak, but they literally report on anything Persona related. That includes potential spoilers. So yeah, do not.
If I may,
Yeah,
could
yeah,
we
go ahead.
perhaps not go too super spoilerific?
Yeah, we're
Please,
not
yes,
going.
so
We're not.
be
This is
spoiler-free.
spoiler free. This is spoiler free. Whatever we're going to talk about is spoiler free. I don't care too much for Persona 5 as it's not my main go-to game to actually talk about spoilers. So I'm not saying that I'm not interested in it. It's just that I'm not interested in what news that they're pushing out, like the details that are the nitty gritties.
Mhm. It,
So
it
yeah.
also helps that Ant has not seen the Daybreakers, so we can't really talk about that either.
I can't really talk about the Daybreakers
Yeah.
animation, but who here has actually watched it? Nobody?
I plan on watching it after
Nope.
this.
Yeah, I plan on
Yeah,
watching it too.
so sorry guys if you're looking to hear about
Yeah.
opinions on Daybreakers, but
Well,
that will not be happening.
We'll probably talk about it in the next podcast for the people
Yeah.
who've actually watched it. But yeah, so just briefly going over and what I saw about the anime, it looks pretty cool, I guess. I heard, well, I mean the concept is pretty cool, but the animations, I don't know what to say about them. I heard the people who did SAO, Sword Art Online, did this.
Yeah, it's done by the same studio, A1 Pictures, and they're
Yes.
Sketchfest.
Yes, exactly. So if you know how the animation goes down with those folks, you're pretty much gonna see the same shit here. Other than that, when it comes to the Persona 5 Daybreakers anime in a nutshell, it's a good marketing tactic. I see it actually promoting the game a little bit more in Japan. I don't know about Westerners, but whatever. I mean,
Well, I mean,
if
it
you've
was
got
on Crunchyroll. It was on Crunchyroll. So
Oh, it's on Crunchyroll. Okay, so yeah, so people who have that Crunchyroll subscription will have access to this. So yeah, give it a watch. and
or
see
you
what
know,
you
because
think of
you're a
it.
cuckhead, you're linking the fucking the what's it called? The Kiss anime
the
links.
Kiss anime. I don't care for that animation
Do
whatsoever.
you guys like your anime piracy? Then just go on Kiss anime. Here's the deal: the industry doesn't.
Agent for Kamen Rider.
The industry doesn't really give a shit. I mean, they do, but at the same time they don't. So just if you want to watch it, just go on Kiss Anime.
Yeah, or if you already have that Crunchyroll subscription.
I mean,
watch
hey,
it
if you have
there.
Crunchyroll subscription,
Yeah.
go for it. I mean, you can probably find it on Horrible Subs too if you torrent.
Rest
Other
in
than
peace,
that, yeah,
kick-ass
that's
torrents.
pretty much the whole Daybreakers information that you're getting from us. You're gonna expect it in the next podcast when we actually watch it. Yeah. So another thing I saw this morning was the PlayStation Life.net article on the Atlas and Atlas lineup for TGS or Tokyo Game Show. So pretty much what you're expecting from Atlas and the Tokyo Game Show, you're expecting. I can grab the list of what we're getting from Atlas.
Persona 5.
You're getting Persona 5, that's for sure. So
New
yeah,
Entry in Odyssey.
yeah, Etrian Odyssey. So you're gonna get lists on September 7th. No, not 7th. 17th on a Nico Nico stream. You'll be able to celebrate the launch of Persona 5 by watching this. You can play Persona 5 from the beginning over 2 days. People who are at TGS get to play the full game. So, that's pretty cool. So
I
yeah,
don't think anybody listening to this is actually planning on going to TGS.
well, who cares?
No,
If somebody,
even though it would be awesome.
it would be awesome,
Keith
but
White could probably afford
yeah,
it.
Keith White probably will. But yeah,
TGS is not really fantastic this year because there's no Monster Hunter.
well, that's
Yeah,
that's Monster Hunter. But anyways, yeah, you're gonna
Monster
be
Hunter
getting.
is what sells games and systems in Japan, man.
Yeah, and let's not let's pretend that Monster Hunter isn't like a major playing field in Japan. Thank you very much.
Okay, fuck.
Wait. Don't they have that one Monster Hunter Stories? Is that not? right?
I'm not sure if they have anything story
Please,
TGS.
please. Last time I checked, this wasn't a Monster Hunter podcast.
You mentioned TGS. We're talking about we're gonna mention Monster Hunter because
Okay, whatever.
Monster
Fine,
Hunter's a big.
fine. Mention TG. Okay, fine. Well, how about this? We'll change the topic
It's
to.
going on a rant.
Okay, how about
Speaking of things that
how about we
important
change the
in Japan.
topic to TGS games appearing at TGS? All right.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Talk about your shit.
Okay, so speaking of things that are important in Japan, Dragon Quest 8 was apparently delayed for over here until next year.
Yeah, I heard
That's
that too. Rip Dragon Quest.
Wait, yeah, Dragon Quest 8 was.
Yeah, so we
I'll
heard
just
that.
have to play it on my PS2.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, an early 2017 release it is fine.
Let me go,
If you need your Dragon Quest fix or 7, the updated port
And I'm
will
pretty sure.
remake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
everybody in the SMT fan base knows about.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest. So.
If you're unsure about Dragon Quest, buy 7. It's one of the best RPGs made in like the 90s.
Actually, I would say Dragon Quest 8 is way better in terms of mechanics and story and party members. That's just me.
Well, that's just you. Personally, I haven't played enough Dragon Quest to form an opinion. I played.
Don't follow Cat's lead and play 9 because 9 is.
Yeah, don't.
I haven't played a lot of Dragon Quest.
Play the main ones you want to play is 7 and 8, and which are obviously coming on.
The main Dragon Quest games that you really want to play are the 4, 5, and 6 of the Sethenian trilogy. Those games are always good. 7,
Actually,
8.
You want to play 3, 4, and then.
And yeah, 3. Can't forget about 3, and it's many remakes.
You definitely want to play 8.
Yeah, and you definitely want to play 8.
All right, so
Also, Theorem Dragon Quest. Shout out to that game.
Okay, but we give a shit about a rhythm game, okay? I'm joking.
Hey, it's the best Theorem game.
I'm joking. Anyways,
It actually is. It's pretty dope.
Getting back on topic. So, also while you're playing the full game, you guys get to meet the voice actors of the game. Oh my god!
Yay.
Oh yeah, voice actor jerk off time.
Yes, exactly. That's pretty much it. Like, you'll see any other Atlas game. I highly doubt you'll see Apocalypse there because that's been already announced. So you'll probably see Etrian Odyssey 5. And yeah,
Is
that's
there
for
more,
TGS.
Is there more DLC on the way for Final, or
No, that's
that
pretty
it?
much everything that they released, unless Atlas wants to do more, which I
What
highly
would you
doubt.
guys? What would you guys like to see at Tokyo show that you pretty much impossible?
Are we talking just Atlas related or anything?
Yeah, Atlas
Okay,
from
well,
Atlas.
From Atlas, what you would like? I would love to see the next mainline or next SMT or SMT related game get announced.
Sharp FE! Sharp FE!
Please, not no
Sharp FE 2!
Sharp FA2. No,
Sharp
even though
FA2.
they planned on making a sequel, no. I want to
Okay.
see a
I've
mainline
got
game
I've got one. I've got one.
unveiled.
I
I'm gonna go
want
before Cody because
go. We'll go. Go.
okay, well, there's this rumor going around that Kaneko has been working on the next MMO, so it'd be cool to
Imagine,
see a new
imagine
SMT.
Imagine
2.0.
2?
Imagine 2.0.
What
So
are we gonna do? Go to Home 4 now?
Home 5, fam.
Home 5? Okay, Home
Yeah.
5? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Home 5.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just kind
That's
of
what I would like to see.
itching for some more news on future mainline titles or future Mega 10 titles in general. So yeah,
I'm gonna say Devil Survivor 3.
Devil Survivor
That's
3.
lame.
If anything, I would think that Devil Survivor 3 would be on the NX. If it's gonna be rumored, handheld console
Hybrid thing.
hybrid. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. I've got one, boys. I would love to see
Catherine
a
2.
new Rido game.
Me too.
Please give me a new Rido game featuring Nero from the Devil May Cry series.
It's not even
Okay.
Catherine.
And I'm not even joking.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Cody, you are such a meme.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
So
also
the chances of that game happening are like the chances of Auburn actually being good this year.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Oh, fuck. Anyways, what else you got? Not really much I could say worth mentioning from Persona Central since it's all just hubbub of the anime and merchandise. I don't really think we should cover merchandise at all. I'm not a merchandise fan. I don't care too much for it. I'm not too sure if these guys care for Persona 3 merchandise. Something I don't really care about, but if you want to go figure out if you're fixed on merchandise, go to Persona Central. They update a lot of
I
shit.
only care about hidden merchandise.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't care, but most of the people do care. And I mean,
AKA Keith White, if you're listening to this,
Yeah.
go take a look and buy all the things.
You know,
well,
Wait
he's
till
he's probably not gonna buy.
Like buys every edition.
Yeah, he buys everything. But yeah, go check it out. PersonaCentral.com. Worth mentioning. Yeah. Oh, what else can we talk about? Oh yeah, forgot to talk about Apocalypse release date window for Europe. So Europe has finally got some confirmation on Apocalypse getting released over there. So
Yeah, it's coming out. Supposedly it's coming out Q4 2016. So get hype. You're up.
yeah,
And
also-
physical
Thank
copy.
you. Thank you,
Physical
Deep
copy
Silver.
for once.
physical copy. You'll be getting the standard boxed Apocalypse with the art and everything, with the Peggy logo. Just a Peggy logo.
Peggy 12.
Yes.
Why is it Peggy 12? That does not make any sense.
Who
Anyways,
is Peggy and why are you telling me she's 12?
Peggy is the rating system over there. But anyways, yeah.
If you saw it, I'd hit it.
Wait, I thought
Please.
Peggy was 18.
Please.
Yes, Peggy's 12.
Triggered.
and then
Anyways.
Peggy 7.
Yeah. So previously for the Europe release date, there've been states of it being October 7th, 2016 as the placeholder release date. However, if they say winter, we're probably expecting late November or early December for Apocalypse. So stay tuned for the release date on that. Follow Deep Silver on Twitter to get your notifications on this title. So yeah.
Oh yeah, also for Apocalypse now.
Oh yeah. So recently, just happened like a couple hours ago. Some person had posted a screenshot or really just a cam shot of them having the actual Apocalypse game in their hands for the release date.
And
This is
this was on
this was on the
Megaton,
Megaton Reddit. Yeah, this was
Yeah.
on the Megaton Reddit. So yeah, there hasn't been any reports of the game actually being leaked. However, if this person decides to dump the game and to the public, you're probably whoever has them hacked 3DS or whatnot, they'll get the game earlier before the release date.
TLDR, please no, please do not
Please do
do
not
not leak the
link.
game.
Please do not
Please.
leak the game.
From what we can assume from this our Megaton post is that the poster got a review copy of the game, which
Yes,
means
yeah,
he's a
we're just gonna assume that, and hopefully there isn't a dump. I will literally just cry in the
I
inside.
am checking that right now, actually.
Yeah, I'll cry in the inside because this game needs the money that it can get. Like it needs all the support. I don't care. Like I just need this game to do well because right now the way it's going, like what we talked about in the previous podcast about Apocalypse being, you know, really overpriced for a 3DS game, it's gonna repel a lot of 3DS users who want to play 3DS games.
Let's see.
Atlas!
Currently, no, looks like no CIA leak. Let's check the raw leaks.
Yeah, so
No, doesn't look like anything else. But Psycho Card Battle, that's a thing. Yeah,
Okay,
let's pretend that doesn't exist.
okay.
I wonder if Atlas's games actually
Definitely.
would sell better if they didn't have that $10 tax.
Perhaps.
I feel like the tax is really just redundant, and it's just like, I mean, the tax for us it's like really inflated because we're Canada obviously, and we have monopoly dollars.
Yeah, it's worse for Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
If you
it's
compare the normal 3DS, like in Canada, the normal 3DS price tag is $44.99, and the game is what, $64.99 here.
Yeah, $64.99.
Yeah.
And with tax it's 73 something.
So
Yeah,
the $20 price hike is kind of insane.
It is insane, and even us for Canadians, it's gonna be harder. for
Let's not
people.
sugarcoat it. The price increase, like price difference between a normal Nintendo game and an Atlas game right now is stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Something needs to change.
Yeah, exactly.
And also
I
for Vita now, because I think Dancing All Night in Golden was like $50.
well, yeah, that's $50,
Yeah, it
but
was.
I'm just speaking in respect of the other Atlas localized games that we got, like Apocalypse and what is it? Apocalypse SMT4. SMT4 was 50.
Overclocked. Or, I mean, not overclocked.
I mean,
Overclocked too, but Record Breaker.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Breaker.
Record Breaker
Atlas
was
Bike.
a little bit overpriced. What was the price for Record Breaker on
It's
release?
50. In America, it was 50. Like,
I think
And
That's what
in
Atlas
Canada,
does.
it was $59.99.
yeah, so it was 60. Even though I bought it, it was whatever. It was a reasonable price because it got whatever it had in it. I mean, it would be nice if it was cheaper, but I mean, I don't know what I could say for that. I just bought it because I thought it was okay. $60 was something I could spend at the time. It came with the decals and whatnot that people got, and of course we had the inflation at that time, so it made a little bit sense. However, for Apocalypse, just for a base game and 3 pins, you're asking for too much.
yeah, I
For
mean,
70
SMT4 came with a CD, a guidebook, and a bunch of other stuff.
See, I would
What
pay.
does
I'll pay.
Apocalypse come with? It comes like some badges.
Yeah, it comes with the pins and the fucking base game.
They're-
A base game.
They're
No
pins
car-
that you can put on your fedora.
Or my
Is it worth $10 extra?
Is it worth the $73? That's what I'm
I
trying to.
propose
Even-
this question.
And what if you
Well-
don't pre-order the game? What if you get it like shortly after it comes out? You
Yeah,
don't get any
what
of that
about
shit.
extra DLC type of thing? And I'm
Yeah.
I
hoping.
propose this question.
Okay,
So, do you think it was worth it for King of Fighters 14 to get all this shit instead of Apocalypse?
Okay.
Well, we
Okay,
can't see it as instead of.
Taylor, you can't really see it as instead of like there was obviously some deal going on by whoever like the main
SNK.
SNK.
Well,
SNK is
SNK and
like
Atlas. There's
that,
always some
so
deal going around for special edition, so you can't really say instead of.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
say instead,
honestly
because
at this point,
they're
the reason why I
publisher.
think
That's
it's
where
so
the people
expensive.
just went to instead
The reason
of
I
this.
personally think why it's so expensive is because Atlas doesn't have faith in their game selling well, and they want the hardcore fans to take on the costs by themselves.
Which is
we're
me,
lucky.
sadly.
I mean,
Fuck
we're
that.
lucky Persona 5 got $70 and shit.
Like, here's the thing. People want to get it later, we'll get it later. However, like, I'm getting it just for the sake of getting it because
Yeah.
it's one of the games I've been hyped for. Like, I can't ignore this title on its release. I can't. Like, I mean, I can, but I can't as a fan. And
Yeah.
it means too much to me because the game alone, like, I played it already. It's so good. It's so good. I cannot pass up the opportunity of playing an English version so I can understand the story better. And
I want
yeah,
to
I
try
mean,
the launch edition.
we
I
have
want those skins, though.
okay. Yeah, but like I'm saying, with the whole fucking price, it's just Atlas, please have faith. You already promoted SMT4 to be up there. At least you had the promotion with the with Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I feel like I'm pretty sure if you had did something like if they had something going on with Apocalypse, if they did some a collaboration with Nintendo again with Fire Emblem, that would have been nice. But I don't know. Like I feel like that's what I have to agree with Patrick on this. Atlas just losing faith in pretty much mainline. But I don't think that's the case. I hope and I hope to God because the advertisements weren't doing justice for this game. I hope to God that they put more effort into advertising the next installment, whether it be like an obscure mainline game or maybe just another game in itself that they want to localize. I highly doubt they're going to localize any of the old title games after Apocalypse, because I know Apocalypse won't do well. Just the way it looks like. But anyways, enough of that topic. I guess what else should we talk about? Should we talk about the games? Oh, I should probably mention I finished SMTF, so that's out of my
Yeah,
backlog.
congratulations for beating your first playthrough of the game.
So
Yeah, you
what was
beat,
it? 80k HP on Hazma?
Yeah, on Hazama.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty, 80k.
No, the Japanese Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. So I posted this on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter that I've actually beaten it. So if you guys haven't checked out the highlight, go ahead and do that. Also follow us up on the Twitter. We finally have our own Twitter. It's SMT at SMT Amala Network. So go ahead, follow that up. Give us a like, or sorry, not give us a like. Give a join us up on our Facebook too, which is facebook.com/group/Megaton. And yeah, go ahead.
Give all the post likes.
Yeah.
Post likes. Yeah. Give all the post likes.
And retweet our tweets.
Yeah, retweet.
Yeah, I'm actually
Make us known.
tweet
We're
right now.
really small at the moment right now, but make us known. It's
Also,
all on you
sub
guys.
to our channels and
Yeah.
allow monetization
Yeah.
to take place.
All the podcasts will be uploaded on Taylor's channel, which is called Watermelon Media. I am thinking to just upload segments of highlights and just link the full in the description. So I'll probably get to that at some point. And yeah, so we're just doing this major promotion right now, just to get us up in the internet world. So yeah. Let's get on to our main topic, which is Tokusatsu in
Yeah, boy.
Megaten. So let's start off. I literally just grabbed whatever I could from the Megaten Wikia. We'll start off with something recent. So Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Just diving a little bit deep into this. I'm not too sure if anybody has gotten far. If you've beaten the first dungeon, you should have access to the Toma side quest. This Toma side quest includes Toma just auditioning for let's say a play, like a stage show, And people who are familiar with Tokusatsu and Kamen Rider or Super Sentai, they usually have stage shows right after when they finish. And they're really like when they finish the series or probably in between. So they'll have these stage shows, and then you'll have the suit actors come up on stage and act out like a scene probably from the said show or whatnot. It's similar in this Toma Quest. So now Toma goes up, he tries to audition for Masked Rider Raiba, which is the role that he's trying to go for. However, he gets the villain part, and obviously he plays a villain in this side quest. Now, I haven't progressed through the whole game to actually figure out if there's more to the side quest or if he auditions again. However, he auditions for the role of Masked Rider Raiba. Um, this is a pretty cool reference. I think it's pretty cool because it shows a contrast between um, idols actually trying to appear like idols trying out for a tokusatsu role.
Well, it's not really an idol because he's not an idol. He's
Well,
because technically Toma like he works in like the entertainment industry, but he's more like
he's not an idol. Okay, well I thought he was an idol.
he's an actor.
Okay, that makes sense. But I'm just saying, just idols in general, like me and Cody were talking about it earlier. Idols do appear in tokusatsu, so this is
Well,
kind of
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They, like appearances.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Cody, if you want to expand on the whole idol thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you have many idols, whether they be musicians, actors, etc., that perform in various
AKB48.
roles. That perform in various roles in tokusatsu as well as other live action series outside of tokusatsu even. One very popular and known example is the musician by the name of Gact, or Gacket as some like to call
Yeah.
him. He's a Japanese rock artist that rose to fame in like what, the late 90s, mid 2000s,
Yeah.
and
He
he
did
was
the
just known for being different and being edgy. Well, he was asked to do a theme song for the series known as Kamen Rider Decade
or
or
Decade.
Decado.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
This
which he
this was in 2009, I think.
yes, which was in 2009. He had written the song Journey Through the Decade. Um, upon the series completion and moving on into their many movies, you had the Kamen Rider All Riders versus Die Shocker movie, in which Gakt was asked to
Actually play a role in that.
play a role. Now, mind you, it wasn't necessarily an extremely major role, but it was a large enough role to be considered.
Yeah. So yeah,
Um,
the role did have some meaning to it, even though he had like a couple minutes of airtime, I'd say, during that time. I think like there was just the one scene, I think, and then he just joined up in his suited form. But anyways, yeah, idols do appear in tokusatsu, similar to TMS in a sense. So yeah, that TMS reference is probably one of my favorites from playing through the game for the early game, I'd say. Not many people will just look over and say, oh hey, it's just Toma and him doing his thing. He's into superheroes, but I felt that there was more to it. So yeah, next reference we're going to talk about is SMT Imagine Frost Ace. So for people who
yeah,
played
Mhm.
Imagine,
I actually got Frost Ace.
yeah, I'm not too sure if you guys know about the reference from that. So if you guys want to talk about I'm not too sure, Cody, if you want to talk about the references for Frost Ace, they say that his boss theme is based on Tokusatsu Sentai show. Um, I forget what it was called. But yeah, his theme was primarily inspired by the 1970 tokusatsu animes like Stronger, Devilman, and Yatterman. Kamen Rider Stronger is a name I know.
Ooh, it's great.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Stronger is amazing.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Stronger.
And it fits in, if I may say, it fits in with the theme of Frost Ace because when you go through the quests and whatnot to unlock Frost Ace and Shin Megami Tensei Imagine,
Hmm.
um, literally he's like the underdog. Like the Frost Ace that you are paired with, he he gets beat and he ends up dying and he gets avenged by another Frost Ace.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it goes. I can't remember specifically, but it fits really the theme of Kamen Rider Stronger, where Kamen Rider Stronger motto is, um, "I am never the strongest. I am only stronger." You know, it's kind of like the Super Saiyan effect or the
Yeah.
Saiyan effect, where you get beaten and you come back stronger. So it follows that. It's basically Kamen Rider Stronger covers the plight of heroism, and while the recent might be grim, the future is always bright.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. The whole motif of that actually blends in with the the purpose of Frostis and Imagine. So that's pretty cool. I also thought his design was actually reminiscent of Kamen Rider, because just a mask alone, he adorns a mask. He has this new suit and whatever, and he's called Frost Ace, so he's technically a superhero in that sense. So yeah, there's that. The next reference we're going to talk about is from actually SMT4 and the guest designs for SMT4. Now I know a lot of people weren't fans of Lucifer's designs and whatnot, but
I
however,
personally love them.
I like them. I like them. I think they're okay.
I like some of them.
I tolerate them. But yeah, this guest designer, Tamotsu Shinohara, is well known for his works in Kamen Rider Fies and O's. So there you go. There's his um, line of work. I think he did the suit designs for them. I'm not too sure. However, it's going to be reminiscent when you see Koga Saburo's design in SMT4, which he kind of does give off that Kamen Rider vibe. I'm not too sure for some people, but it does give off that Kamen Rider vibe. If you've seen most of the enemies in Kamen Riders, they're kind of just designed in like maybe like they'll have
Yeah.
like a generic form, and then they will have like a beast form or super form or whatnot. But yeah, that literally just carries over. Um,
Yeah. I was gonna say about Koga.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tomotsu Shinohara. Koga Saburo. If you look at like his design, you'll see that there's a very much I, I don't know how to describe it specifically, but it's very like humanoid, very kind of like,
yeah,
but also very unique and bug-like. But it looks more akin to villains that you would see typically in the Sentai and Kamen Rider franchises. They usually have like a bulbous head, um, and they have a lot of jutting and jarring physical appearances, like
yeah,
physical traits. Um, so it would make sense that his line of work would definitely show because
yeah,
as he had said, that Koga, you could almost place him as a villain inside of Go Busters, which is a Super Sentai series.
yeah. And with Koga Saburo, which it kind of sucked. I didn't see him back in SMT Apocalypse. However, his role in SMT4 was extremely short. I think he represented the Chaos faction, if I'm not too sure, or was it Law? Oh no, it has to be Law because
Yeah, he's from the Suwa domain.
yeah he went after Taima's people who actually represented Law, or sorry, no, represented Chaos in Tokyo. So yeah, there's that whole thing with Koga Saburo. I'm kind of sad that he didn't get enough, like his design and pretty much everything. And his demon moveset is pretty weak to start off with. Koga Saburo, he's not really a good
Yeah.
fusion to go to. which kind of sucks because I mean that design looks really kick-ass. You would think that with a design like that you would have some amazing moves to go along with it, but you know what? You can't ask for everything, but you know, just a whole Koga Saburo, just him having a short part, I'm not really too fond about. But yeah. Yeah, the next reference we're going to talk about is the Narumi Detective Agency in what is it? Raito. So the Narumi Detective
Yeah.
Agency is also in Raito. However, it's also in Kamen Rider W. Kamen Rider W is the 2009 tokusatsu show. However, it's actually you have two detectives in the show that play the main protagonist, Kamen Rider W. What happens in the show is pretty much the main character or characters in this case actually transform into the one rider, which is kind of cool in a sense because the one is also knocked unconscious when during the henshin, and they used USB sticks or kind of like that, or
Gaia memory.
Gaia memories is what they're called, to transform into Kamen Rider W. It's just really just I would think it's kind of a coincidence that they do share the same Narumi Detective Agency as the name. That's they're both consistent in the game and in the show. But however, the coincidence, I don't think it's a coincidence because I think it's probably more intentional in a sense because Kamen Rider W is based off the whole detective and stuff, right? Just doing that whole motif. It happens in Raito too, where Raito, hunts demons and whatnot, like solves mysteries, and I've only played a portion of Raito. I can't really say much. I'm not too sure if Cody has played all of Raito.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you
yes.
want to build on that, try to grab the two together and see if you can make a connection.
My advice on that real quick is it might be painful, but you should play through the Soulless Army, even if the game mechanics are rough. However, Raito versus King Abaddon is superior in every way and is a wonderful title. Both are good, but the latter is definitely superior to the former.
Yeah. I'm thinking of actually continuing those. I had no problem when I was first playing it. It's just more of like I need to like pick this up again and play it type of thing. It's I've only touched based on it. I understand the whole mechanics and everything with it. It's more of like I just need to get my butt off the couch and actually play it. So yeah, there's that reference. We also have the Persona 2 Innocent Sin reference. I kind of needed a friend here. His name is Marcus. He's played a lot of Persona 2. Like he's played it over, let's say three times. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he was supposed to help me actually explain this reference because it's I'm not
I've
too.
played Innocence Head.
Oh, you've played Innocent Sin? Okay.
Yeah.
So then you should know about the Featherman reference.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Well, I go ahead. I mean, go
no,
ahead. Like the, I'm
give,
not.
give
I'm
it.
not.
Give it to Cody. He's
Yeah.
No, well, I've already said stuff. I think it's only fair.
All right. So let's go with Taylor, the Featherman reference, and Persona 2. So yeah, as it says on the wiki, all the main characters except for Yukino Mazumi roleplay these heroes during their childhood. So, and dubbing themselves called the Masked Circle.
Yeah.
Does that ring any bells?
Yeah, but I feel like the Featherman reference is more prevalent in Persona 4 than it is in 2.
Okay.
Because there is a fictional show in Persona 4 called Featherman, and Nanako is like a big fan.
Well, I think that's also apparent in Persona 3 with Kanemata. So,
Oh yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a reference. So basically, Featherman
It's a series that goes throughout the whole
yeah,
Persona sub-series, basically.
it's literally just what I assume from whatever the helmets pretty much speak Super Sentai to me, because I mean, just
They
this
are.
helmets just being revealed like that. I mean, there's another reference to Tokusatsu in general, and Super Sentai is a big part of, I would say, a big part of Tokusatsu in general, because people know it over here in the West as Power Rangers, and then you have Japan, and it's been around. It's been around. Um,
Yes. The Feathermen, everything in 3 and 4, I think, is more so a reference to two, much like the MMO that you play in Persona 3 for the Hermit Arcana is called Innocent Sin Online, which is also a reference to two. Um, However, I digress. Yeah, Featherman's based off of a series known as Chojin
Jet,
Sentai Jetman.
man, yeah,
Um, Jetman, in my opinion, is actually my favorite Sentai. And I think it really fits the themes, not only franchise wise, but going into the specifics of the characters. The fact that Tatsuya is or has the Red Hawk, which is of course Red Hawk is Jetman Red. Um, these characters happen to parallel um, the the various Jetmen Sentai in Super Sentai Jetman. Um, I feel that they made the right decision to reference Jetman for the sake of Persona 2 because Jetman is known to be one of the darker and the grittier Super Sentai series. There's a lot of drama and there's a lot of I don't know, almost like a sense of like insecurity, like a sense of misunderstanding, much like the protagonists deal with in Persona 2. Um, I won't go into detail about the specifics of the Persona characters and their Jetmen counterparts because I would really love people to read or to watch Jetmen, albeit a little older
yeah.
than most media.
I
You might
had
not be able to find it.
I had plans to watch most of the Sentais at some point. One I've actually probably watched and put a lot of time into, but haven't finished was either Maji Ranger,
Ah,
which is
yes.
Mystic Force,
Yes.
and I do love the whole motif in Maji Ranger. It's really good. Go Kiger, which I know about, actually reference or they can transform into any previous Sentai form before them, which is nice.
Yes.
It's a cool callback. It's a nice callback to the all the other Sentais, and they're actually coming back for the new Zoo Ogre movie, I think,
Yep. It's
which
gonna be
is
great.
it's gonna be cool. I need to watch Zoo Ogre. I need something to take my time and like away from Ghost, I'd say, because Ghost is almost near completion, and I've kind of ran out of things to watch. I could go back to G Gundam and watch that, but I don't know. But yeah, that's a whole. I thought this reference was cool when I read about it.
Oh,
Um,
not only that, but the fact that collecting collecting these helmets for the various characters, um, the fact that they will unlock the character or that respective character's ultimate persona is a wonderful thing. Um, then you will truly see the parallels between the persona characters and the Jetman characters.
yeah, I can't. I honestly, I would. I'm actually kind of hyped to play Persona 2 in its entirety and actually watch Jetman at some point, because I'm literally, as you may know, I'm literally just going through pretty much every single Atlas, or not really Atlas, but anything SMT related, and trying to actually beat it, so I have it on my belt so I can talk about it. You know, this kind of just topic alone, I was struggling trying to actually provide to it, but yeah, um, it's a pretty cool reference, I'd say. Um, Devil Survivor 2, which is only like a little reference. Joe mentions that he's a fan of Featherman. Now knowing Joe in Devil Survivor 2, I've played this game a lot of times. Even when I played the vanilla version probably like 3-4 times, and I played the record breaker version 3 times. Yeah, knowing Joe, he's a really quirky character. He's filled with energy. He's always this guy to always put it like a positive vibe on the main character. Um, Literally just makes sense why he knows about Featherman a lot, because I mean Featherman is obviously a superhero show, and I'm pretty sure Joe is into that. And even though with like his whole demon summoning capabilities, he's able to be some type of hero too. There's you'll have those scenes with him talking about, just him trying to be a better man or trying to actually improve himself, I'd say.
Yeah,
I just
like
don't.
Jonathan, my
Yeah.
demons are a little different.
Yeah, I just don't want to go into too much detail because that's a game worth playing, and yeah, I mean, you'll see for yourself what type of character Joe is, and I feel like he's more reminiscent to a lot of superhero personalities, I'd say, in Tokusatsu, which is nice. Yeah, the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax reference, Yukari. Does that ring any bells? I mean, what does she wear? What type of weapon does
Oh.
she use?
She uses a bow and she plays the role of Pink Argus, which is literally cut for cut the same ranger that Lisa has for hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, this is a really cool reference in my opinion, because she wears a helmet, she has a pink adorn on her, like, she's literally
I mean,
just,
there is a through line for all this.
yeah.
There's what?
A through line, like it's all interconnected. You can like
Yeah.
see it
You can
from
see the
game to game.
references,
Oh, yeah.
just in between, like, it's all there, like, it's blatantly shown. It's an amazing, I'd say it's probably a cool reference. Pink Ranger represent. But yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
cool. What else should we talk about?
Yeah, there's um the whole deal with what I just want to touch on Yukari real quick is her 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 everything that she does in that is her bow is actually created by a character in Persona um when she plays the role of Pink Argus. Not only that, but there's a heavy reference to Featherman 5 because of the fact that the Pink Ranger does indeed use a bow. So it just goes to show how much Atlas wanted to include these references because Tokusatsu as a whole is so important to Japanese culture.
Yeah, it's literally, if you don't know about Tokusatsu just in Japan, you're pretty much gonna know about it just walking on the streets, just seeing the little kids with their henshin belts that their parents just bought them, or like let's say fucking, I don't know what else. What else do the kids in Japan play with? I think I know they sell a lot of Ranger toys, but you will see this mostly in Osaka because that place is literally just filled with video games and literally everything you need to know about Japanese culture is probably there, or like video game related or media, Japanese media in general. So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just need to mention one more thing. Osmodius from SMT4.
Yeah, I was actually about to bring that
Yes.
up.
Kamen Rider Kabuto on Kamen Rider Deno.
I mean, if you look at Asmodeus, he looks exactly, or no, almost exactly, not thematically, he looks like
A worm.
Momotaros.
Momotaros or the worms in that can be found in Kabuto.
Yeah, exactly. I would almost say a mixture of the two, even.
Yeah. Momotaros is actually I think the not really a semi-protagonist, but he's the main protagonist. Actually, I'd say the secondary protagonist of Kamen Rider Deno, and you'll see him literally throughout the whole show. Like he's a character you will not miss if you watch Kamen Rider Deno. When it comes to Kamen Rider Kabuto is all based on, I'd almost say he has the main protagonist has flashbacks to a post-apocalyptic world, and there's a lot of time shifting and time traveling. I would say in this, or really just when it comes to flashbacks in general, to really understand the story as a whole. I thought it was pretty cool. A cool show to watch. Kamen Rider Kabuto is definitely one of the most worthy noting Kamen Riders to watch, because I mean it's got that drama. It got the amazing soundtrack, I'd say, even though the one theme is overused. It's so fucking. It's really catchy. Full Force is probably one of my favorite themes, or actually, it is my favorite theme of the show.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I like it.
Kabuto is definitely just to give for those that have not seen Kamen Rider Kabuto. Um, he is a man that struggles internally with the fact that he's a hero, but he doesn't want people to know. So basically, he plays it off like he's dead.
Yeah,
And there's way more story with that. But a line that he uses all the time is the fact that he is the man that will walk the path of heaven.
yeah, the walk path of heaven.
He's the man who still will pierce the heavens.
His
Yeah,
clock up will pierce the heavens.
Basically.
yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for all references in Tokusatsu, or well, references into SMT about Tokusatsu. I highly suggest you give Kamen Rider or Super Sentai a watch. They're worthy of media. I'd say it's really underrated that not many people know about Tokusatsu in general. Like you would see at conventions, probably you would probably see that you see the Power Rangers, or you see Super Sentai, or you see Kamen Rider, depending where you're at. There's a lot of pages based on it. There's Henshin Justice. I forget Henshin Justice forums.
Unlimited,
Yeah,
yeah.
Unlimited. They also have a Facebook page, so if you're on Facebook, check that out. You also have the Kamen Rider news page, which Cody knows a friend from there. He posts a lot. I'd say he's probably one of the active admins on there, and honest to God, when it comes to him just pushing out Kamen Rider news, it's literally just gold. Like whatever he finds or whatever he touches is gold. And and I swear anything, like if you need anything Kamen Rider related, just go on Facebook, give him a like. You're literally just gonna get everything Kamen Rider related onto your newsfeed instantly. Um, when it comes to Super Sentai, yes, you'll see the Super Sentai variants on there too in the Kamen Rider news. If you're interested in actually watching the shows, there's
Start with Gaim.
yeah, Gaim I'd say is a good one. I would say uh, Decade for
Yes.
people who want to know about the previous writers. I know it's a really short show, however, it literally just briefly explains every single Kamen Rider plot, I'd say, or the premise, and pretty much encourages you to watch the other ones like Kuya up to Decade. Um, so yeah, give that a watch. Also watch the Neo Heisei variants also. Gaim is also, I'd say, probably one of the best and the recent ones out there for you guys to watch. It's amazing. Gaim, I don't know. Gaim is literally, yeah, it's good. I'm not saying you should not watch Ghost or anything, but Ghost is pretty good.
I'm saying you shouldn't watch Ghost.
But
because if you compare like Gaim to Ghost, it's
well, I'm just saying,
just
like
dropped
if you
in
want
overall
if you
writing
want
quality.
background information on Kamen Rider in general, just go to Gaim or Decade, I'd say. Those two are probably one of my favorites of all time, I'd say. Just saying.
Also, if you're into internet memes, you've probably seen a bit of Kamen Rider X.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's a good starting point as well.
yes. So internet memes. Yeah, I know. I forget they also do the Japanese. Their weird Japanese memes. So there's that. As it comes
Yeah.
to Super Sentai, anything really, like you can go into Super Sentai whenever you want. The way people how they go into Super Sentai is just um they say, oh, you know, this Power Rangers bullshit. I want to see the Japanese variant of it, and that's what gets them into it. And then ultimately leads them into Kamen Rider, because I know Kamen Rider and Super Sentai they go hand in hand. They have their cameos within the respective shows, which is cool. Not too long
If
ago,
you
Ghost.
start with the Super Sentai, watch Ninfu Sentai Hurricaneer.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I don't know.
I would I would say start with Gokaiju. Gokaiju is a great entry point.
Yeah.
The same reason why I would suggest Gokaiju is the same reason why I would suggest Decade.
Yeah.
Um, it gives you a rough summary or a small summary
Yeah. They
on the
even
variant.
reference Jetman a couple times in the show too.
Yep.
I've watched up to episode 30, I believe, of Gokaiger before actually parting with it. Like, I don't know why I didn't like watch the rest. I was really into it. Trust me, I was really into it when I was. I don't know what made me stop watching it. But yeah, Gokaiger, give it a watch. I'd say for me, the way how I got into Kamen Rider was through Shinkenger, and Shinkenger was airing around the same time with Decade, and when Decade had the crossover,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I knew about Decade was through Shinkenger. So Samurai Sentai Shinkenger is also Power Ranger Samurai, is a Western variant. If you've watched Power Ranger Samurai, highly suggest you give Shinkenger a watch because they have a lot of episodes that Samurai hasn't covered. I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of
I
cut
would.
content.
Oh yeah. I would say that if anybody's listening to this and you've never watched like tokusatsu, specifically Super Sentai in this case, imagine those days you were watching Power Rangers, right? Any Power Rangers series, and you're watching something, and something big happens within the story, and then you're like, oh man, that ranger should have died. Well, chances are, my friend, I'm here to tell you that in the Japanese variant, which is the original um, of that series, they typically die. When a ranger bites the dust, they typically bite the dust, and that's just how it is. And if that's down your alley, if you want to see some dread,
Yeah,
you've got it.
go for it. Yeah.
Now, mind you that Super Sentai is way, 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 way. It's not for just for kids per se. However, it is the franchise that's catered towards the youngest demographic, whereas Kamen Rider is more so the teen demographic, or
Yeah.
young teen to adult.
Yeah.
And then you have a series called Garo,
Garo,
and
which is strictly for adults. Garo,
strictly.
yeah. Garo, I'd say if anything related, if SMT was to do a crossover with anything tokusatsu related, it's most likely going to be Garo. The fact that not only Garo is mature rated, it has a lot of horror, gore, and nudity scenes. So there's that. If you're into that stuff, I highly suggest give Garo a go. Um, the one I've watched personally, and I've only watched parts of Goldstorm, which is the latest. I
Yeah.
think the second last latest installment was Garo wo Terusun Mono. I think I don't know. I forget. I
Yeah.
forget the whole name. But yeah, just search up Garo. You'll see it. Yeah. Pretty much. If anything, if SMT was to cross over with tokusatsu media in general, it would most likely be Garo, because Garo just touches upon, yeah, Garo touches upon demons. Literally, you're just like the main protagonist is a demon slayer. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, most cases it is, and it's just him. Or I think they're called horrors. I'm pretty sure instead of demons, but
Yeah.
they're more they're demon likes.
Now,
Uh,
see, the main thing with as far as Garo is concerned, in the three, I would say the big three franchises that are still around and kicking, Garo lesser than the other two, but in Super Sentai you have a group of heroes that work together as a team. Might not necessarily be strong per se alone, but as a group they do their job. You know, typical Power Rangers. Kamen Rider is more specifically one individual character who might have more power. There's usually multiple power boosts, you know, multiple different forms
yeah,
for a Kamen Rider, and they usually, just like any tokusatsu show, they usually end it with one big kick, and that, or as far as Kamen Rider is concerned, and that kick is known as the Rider Kick. Um, you'll see in many things, whether it be anime, video games, etc., you will see Rider Kicks. Like there are plenty of series where if you see a rider or a character that's using a kick, it's referencing Kamen Rider.
yeah,
Um, and that, real quick, I would like to say the Rider Kick comes from the fact that Kamen Rider, as original, like Ichigo, um, is based on a grasshopper. That's why you see like a lot of the bug eye motifs, or like the
yeah.
antennas or the bug mouths.
They're all based
Um,
on bugs, I'd say.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. And so with Garo usually the suits and everything are based on animals, like they're
yeah,
based on like lions and whatnot.
yeah.
However, Garo's a bit different in the fact that you mainly only see the actual actors. They don't really have suit actors.
Yeah, they don't have suit actors, so they rely on CGI animations. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they have like actual suits,
Yeah,
but they do indeed use tasteful CGI.
yeah,
And the whole reason why you see more of the actors fighting instead of the actors fighting in suits is because in Garo lore as a whole, you can only be in your form for 99 seconds.
that's something I didn't know about. I
Yeah.
honestly thought it was probably just a budget problem with Garo and why it's really niche compared to Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. And I mean, in
Yes.
the case, it makes sense because they're going for a risk demographic, I'd say. So they can't really invest, or I think Toei actually is a part of them too. Pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Toei would want to invest all their assets into Garo merchandise or Garo in general
Oh no.
because it's really niche and it caters to a risk audience that people who want that. It's kind of the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing
more
with
of an adult audience,
yeah,
and adults
yeah,
aren't really going to be spending their money on like
yeah.
the toys or the belts.
Where it when it comes to mainline, I would say mainline SMT in general. Mainline SMT and Garo go hand in hand with the whole horror and demons and also
Oh
demon slaying and
yes.
everything. So if anything, if Atlas was supposed to go to them for anything, yeah, I mean, do it. I mean, that will be a crossover that a lot of people will love, I'd say.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So I will say that regarding those, if you want to watch anything current, I'm pretty sure you can find some kind of website,
Yeah.
etc.
You
Um,
can also catch them up on Kiss Asian, which is I think
yes.
the Kiss anime variant for
Yep.
Tokusatsu and
Hmm.
anything drama related.
That's
You
personally what I use.
um also you have TV Nihon Tracker.
I love TV Nihon.
Yeah, TV Nihon. They're well known for subbing a lot of the Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Garo shows. They invest a lot of time into the whole subbing and everything. It looks really nice to a lot of people. And I mean, sometimes their subs are not the best, like they're not really accurate to what they're saying. Um, but yeah, TV Nihon, they invest a lot of times into their subs and they make it really nice to watch. So I mean, I highly recommend you go to them for anything subbing related. When it comes to actual accuracy with the dialogue and everything, Overtime subs are well known for that. Overtime subs are also well known for pushing out subs earlier. I'd say. So yeah, if you want an accurate or crystal clear or something, you need to watch right away, whether it be Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, or Garo. Go to Overtime subs. They have it usually probably the next day, I'd say, when it comes to subs. Not saying that TV Nihon doesn't, but TV Nihon is usually a little bit slow, I'd say, compared to Overtime. When it comes to preferences, I really like TV Nihon for subs, if anything. I just love the whole motif and everything, and the effort they put into their subs. It makes it really nice to act, and it actually blends in with the show too. It's not like just plain text moving on the screen. It's just they make it interactive, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that concludes our podcast, episode 7, Tokusatsu in SMT. Yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Make sure to literally just follow up every single media we have. We have our new Twitter account. We have we have our Facebook group. We have the Facebook pages. I'm pretty sure I forgot to list them on Twitter, but yeah, I'll probably
I
just
should make a video on the channel that this is going up on
yeah.
for like everything that you should go follow.
Yes, I'm gonna
There's a lot.
throw all the links in my bio for my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is not doing the best. However, it has a larger following than compared to most of or Taylor's YouTube channel. So I'll try and see whenever I have the time, upload the highlights and whatnot. When it comes to just following us up on Twitter, we're open to questions there. So I'm just whenever we have a podcast, I'll make a tweet and be like, "Oh hey, we're recording a podcast. We will be able to answer Twitter questions. We'll be able to answer Facebook questions. We'll be able to answer Google Plus questions if that's a thing." I don't think not many people use Google Plus. I'm
Google
thinking of
Plus is dead at this point.
yeah, it's dead, but it's probably it's just used for YouTube. And yes, probably emails. You can email us those questions. We could probably implement an email sooner or later. We don't have one yet, but yeah, just literally just join the Facebook group. We're mostly active there, in a sense. And if you just want to get into contact with us, we're right there. Otherwise, this has been episode 7 of the Amala Network podcast, and we're signing out. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this train wreck.